Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is at around 60 cents. We are slightly in the red today. It looks like we're kind of being stable right now. But now guys, before we jump into this, like I'm not financial advisor, nor financial advice, just consumer value only. But XRP has tweeted out
a little bit.
I would say they understand Bitcoin's not a commodity, not a security.
Right.
It gets a little trickier when you get to Ether. I mean, you say, all right, maybe that's not because it's so established, but then what do you do? File coin, and you start down the
totally. So Ether, I think there's a very good case to be made that it's not a security. And of course, you have to look at each of them individually. And so I think the CFTC, the SEC, they get it. Congress, I think, some of them get it. Others confuse the word security with investment. And so they think that because you can speculate on these things, that securities laws should apply, and that doesn't follow. But again, it's a matter of education. As far as what the SEC and the CFTC have been doing, and what do we need to do here, I think the laws as they exist today can be applied with really no new additional legislation or regulation for the most part, and it would be, it will work just fine. So something like Filecoin, right, where you are making a promise of future tokens, that's clearly a security, right? That promise of future tokens is clearly a security. Where there's a question is, in the future, once the network is launched, and it is completely decentralized, which is very important, nobody controls it, it is unowned, and the tokens are then delivered and can be used, what are those tokens then? And I think there's a gray area, but I think the right policy call here to do is to say, yeah, it's not a security, it's a commodity, because if you've limited yourself earlier to accredited investors or you've done a public offering, you've accomplished the investor protection mission, and now when the tokens can actually be used on a decentralized network, it's a commodity. So that's one gray area.
no one has control over it, guys. Next here comes from Rule XRP. We've seen this before, but again, guys, remember Brian Brooks, thoughts on XRP.
Obviously, there's some people coming into the Biden administration who agree with that. If it is true that Michael Barr is my successor at the OCC, I think he's likely to have more of a thesis similar to mine on this. He has a background having spent some time on the Ripple advisory board, for example. And on the other hand, Secretary Yellen has said some relatively skeptical things about the asset class. So I don't think it's a partisan issue. I think it's more about who's a tech adopter and who's an innovator versus who isn't.
Brian, speaking of Ripple, you worked at Coinbase. You worked in the government, albeit for under a year. So tell us, is XRP a security, yes or no?
Well, these are complicated questions and matters of pending litigation, so who can say? But here's what I would tell you, though, which I think is the most important issue about XRP, and that is there is a difference, okay? There's a difference between the way in which an asset is distributed and the nature of the asset at a given moment in time. And I think the issue in Ripple that gets lost in all of the discussion is whatever happened in the original distribution of XRP tokens, 10 years ago, and whether that was or wasn't an unregistered securities offering, that's what the courts will decide. That's a different question from whether XRP today is a security. And the SEC itself has said that assets can change their nature over time as they achieve utility and as they achieve decentralization. So if I had to make a prediction, I'll just make a quick prediction, and that is that there is a settlement to be done here somewhere, and the settlement has to do with the distribution of the tokens so that existing token holders can continue to trade them and find value in them the way that they do.
Interesting, guys. There seems to be positive news incoming very soon by the looks of it. Now guys, to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. So guys, the Riddlers has done it once again. Look at this. Vojek has tweeted out, the connections are being made by Mr. Poole. And look at that. So guys, crazy stuff. Next comes from PRX. Gold color peeling behind the heart. Gold standard coming. Happy Valentine's Day. We can see right here. So Mr. Poole did tweet this out. Again, gold, gold, gold. What do we think, guys? Next comes from Ultra Vigo. 21321 equal 333. 333 means 33% pure gold. 333 equal trust your guides. So interesting. We can see a lot of numbers. Everything has to do with numbers. Vojek has tweeted out, heart being ripped out. Gold reveal. Again, guys, it seems gold. Something to do with gold. Remember, gold XRP. Next one comes from Valgesser. Look at the time, 63. How many times do I use this or 3-6 or 9-3. With a reset, the heart leads back to alchemy, made famous by Bearable Guy 123. Destruction to bring the gold standard. So there you go, guys. The answer, the question has been confirmed. Destruction to bring the gold standard. So something has to happen in order to bring this back, which ties in with XRP, obviously. Next one comes from Hannah. Nothing is coincidence. Gold standard returns. Again, don't live in denial mode. Just hold. Reset is here. Again, guys, so it looks like the reset is incoming very quick and very fast. So put your seatbelt on, guys, because it's about to get really crazy. There an XRP has tweeted out that Bearable Guy 123 picture with February 14th heart and the mountains, though. We see right here, we can see the 14th and heart. So guys, will there be news today that shoots the price of XRP up above $1? David Schwartz has tweeted out the song Monster Mash is about a song called Monster Mash. The song is about over this. Eye on the prize, guys. Eye on the prize. If we go to the next one from Tune 2 Savage, XRP followers. David Schwartz's new post about Monster Mash is interesting. Again, he seems to be hinting at a date. A quick decode. This is what I got. February 16th. Notice B, P, and the crypt kickers. B equal 2, P equals 16. Crypto gets a kick. So, guys, something. February 16th. Again, interesting stuff. David Schwartz tweets about very interesting stuff. He obviously does give clues and hints here and there. Next, it comes from Marco. David Schwartz new tweet about Monster Mash. Monster Mash equal eye on the prize. equal 13. 13 equal 13. 31 equal level playing field equal 44 equal XRP. Also check out crypt kickers in Gematria equal 158 equal XRP. Bull run equal David Schwartz equal flip the switch. So guys, look at all this decoding with David Schwartz Monster Mash. Interesting. Field JD as you know, what if this whole SEC lawsuit is one giant retail shakeout? What if the institutional investors are plugging Bitcoin in public but buying XRP in private? What if we think we are waiting on regulations but we are just waiting on them to fill bigger bags than ours? Again, guys, interesting perspective we see here. Always be prepared for whatever scenario takes place. I mean, this could be a very good theory that's being played out before our very eyes. XRP Brainstorm has tweeted out XRP on St. Valentine Relic. We can see right here, guys. Again, look at all the connections that's being made. Guys, XRP is it. It really is the coin, the chosen one. Big Champ has tweeted out, I tweeted this 2 years ago, and guess who got acquitted on February 13th, just before February 14th. So maybe it's a 2-year delta. This was in reference to the heart on the mountains graphic. Again, everything makes sense, guys. Everything connects. Next one comes from Arcalike. We can see right here a heart. Again, this connects to Mr. Poole as well. So we see here from Mr. Poole. He tweeted this out on May 10th, 2020. If you go down here from 9ED, controlled crash. So when the crash does take place, guys, the economy does collapse. It's going to be controlled. Interesting. XRP Mommy has tweeted out, XRP will capture all of this in 5 years or less. Quadrillions. Look at this, guys. All the money, remember. So you're talking about 4 to 5 digits. Simple supply and demand, guys. In front of our faces, remember. Again, from XRP Mommy, through the internet value, the world will go into price discovery, tokenization of everything. People think there's a cap at $5 for XRP. Fail to open their minds. Guess not everyone else is coming to the future. Again, guys, not everyone is coming to the future. Remember, Blucia tweeted out 142. Don't sleep when it's 22.2. This may happen between February 14th to February 20th. XRP's price 22 cents. Interesting, guys. If anything like this does take place, if this scenario does take place, and we're close to these types of dates, just know that it was heavily all planned because Brad Garlinghouse did show that image behind him. Moontracer tweeted out the ultimate XRP hat trick. SEC suit settled. Flare Network launches. Jets taco stands goes out of business. We can see right here. So Look at this. He's selling, guys. Jet is selling that many XRP. So he should be done by the looks of it mid-July. Again, time is near, guys. Time is near. The final tip for today's video comes from Baba Cugs. We can see right here, it begins with and it ends with. If we go down here, fast forward to 30 seconds. Look at this, guys. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. That is quite interesting. Everything adds up to 13, doesn't it, guys? A lot seems to be happening, but who really knows what will take place at the end of the day. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe, guys. Alright, feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And hey, guys, see ya.